Hello there, my YouTube friends. So, this is quite a weird sort of video. I think that this one's going to end up being.
I will fight just to survive. I won't be denied. I'm a warrior inside.
Because if you remember, I was saying that Marty Noon, one of my best mates, came across the seas the other day, and when he was across talking to us, he happened to mention that there is quite a lot of the guys from work been coming up and talking to him about me and about the fact that they're watching these videos that I've been making. When I first started doing the videos, not these videos on the cancer side of it, but when I first started doing YouTube, to do me videos to help people understand that it doesn't matter what age you are, you can get into good shape if you just put the effort in. You know, you watch what you eat. I think I was even showing you like how I went through the different stages of bringing the foods away from the fattier foods that I was having to the more in line with the healthier foods, and then how I swapped to using an app to help us sort of keep an eye on the calorific intake after a period of time, and then obviously showed you some of the gym workouts that I was having and what I was doing to get into shape. That was I was still at work at that period of time, and I never ever told any of the lads, because I knew basically that the lads at our place love nothing better than to be able to rip the piss out of somebody, like something not right, and I'm a very shy guy. It just to make those videos to start with was hard for me, very hard. And maybe I'll put a little bit of the footage of me past training thingies, if I've still got some of them on my computer out, in here to show you, some of the things I was doing back then, and they're all up on YouTube. They were all there. Let's see, like I say, I never took any of the guys away because I knew for a fact they would just use it as a tool to rip the piss out of us, even though I don't bother getting involved in that stuff that much. I'll date now and again with some of them, but not very often, because I am a very, very shy guy. Making those videos to start with was hard. So making these ones now, knowing that a lot of the guys at work are watching these things, is making it extremely difficult for us, because I think to myself, it's great that they're interested, and I love that, guys. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It just does worry me that if or when I do go back to work, that some of the same fuckers are going to be using this shit that I'm putting out here as a fucking tool to be able to rip the piss out of us, and it's just like, that is going to be hard. I fucking think I'll deal with it, because it's what I do. It's just everything else, just get it fucking done. I'll just get it fucking done. That's the way it is, and that's what I'll do. I'll deal with it, but it will keep on putting out videos. Probably difficult, especially as, like, you can probably see. I mean, obviously there's me mask here, but as you can probably see behind this here and up here, I sort of collect action figures as well. I've recently started that back up again after I've got many years of not doing it. I've recently started doing it again, and I want to start sort of doing some videos on that as well, just to show for those, not for, because a lot of you guys probably aren't going to be interested in that shit, but there is a lot of other people on YouTube, believe it or not, that are interested in that stuff. So I'm sort of thinking about sort of doing that, and I do know that'll be something that fucking the lads latch onto that shit. I'm gonna be a right fucking thingy, but hey, whether I'll keep it going and keep this thingy going or not is a different matter. Right now, I do what I do on the cancer side of it because I want to be able to help anybody else that has it, maybe eventually finds out they've got it and then stumbles across these videos, that there's maybe a different way to look at it. There's a different way to think of it. When you hear that you've got cancer, the first thing that comes in is the death wish. Yeah, it's the death thing of it now. Most people have seen it at the big C is that's it. Yeah, how long have I got left to live type shit. And I mean, me obviously my wife broke down when she first heard. Me didn't. I just didn't see the point in it. You know, it weren't going to change anything, and that's been my attitude throughout it all. It's been my attitude pretty much throughout my life. You know, crying about it or getting upset about it or getting angry about it ain't gonna change shit. So, I mean, yeah, I do get angry at times at work, but that's just the amount of shit that we get piled on with. Yeah, it's probably the same as most people in most jobs, you know. The amount of shit and pressure you get put on you, it's just ridiculous, you know, and it can get to you at times. But again, I just get on with it and get it fucking done. Simple as just, yeah, I get it fucking done, get on with it, and deal with it. Yeah, so, and what you've got to understand, obviously, you can see my beard's starting to come back in, which is making me extremely happy to see that's come back in. It's white hair, it's almost like bum fluff at the minute still, but the fact that it's coming in is making us happy to know that my sense of identity can hopefully be restored soon. I still don't like what I see just now, but that's mainly to do with now how sort of, I suppose, chubby I'm looking in the face, but it's actually not. You know, you might not believe it. It actually isn't so much chubbiness. A lot of it is still to do with the fact that I'm still swollen. You know, me body is still fighting off the radiotherapy and the chemotherapy. It's still not out my system yet. I think I've still got a few more weeks before it should be totally subsided, that side of it, but I will still have the swelling and the scar tissue and everything else inside of my system that you can't actually see from the outside, and you can't see from the, I mean, I've got one side of my neck, but I'm not sure which side it is, so I can't exactly show you, I can't sting it, but you might see it at some point, that is quite brown, where I caught a little bit of the sun, which I've now been told that I shouldn't really be doing. I shouldn't be thinking of the sun, so I now sort of have to wear things. That's why a lot of times if I wear my cap, I'll wear it back to front. It's not because I'm trying to look trendy or trying to look younger than my years. It's because I need to try and protect the back of my frigging neck from the sun, and then I need to wear a sunscreen or like a neck guard around my neck to protect my neck from the sun. So a lot of this chubby lookingness is from the fact that I'm still swollen up. So yeah, in like this part of my neck where it's like a double chin type thingy, it's actually quite hard. It's almost solid. And you'll see a bit of movement in my skin as I'm touching it, but it's actually, for me to touch, it isn't sort of soft and just like a normal chubby person's thingy would. It's actually quite solid. You know, because if you got to think, my form of cancer was classed as nasopharyngeal carcinoma, T4 advanced. You know, so we've already been through this before, the fact of where it was. So imagine that, as you can see by the mask I've got, you know, that's where I was hit the hardest. That's where the X's are. I was hit the hardest around that area. But it did affect us from up the top across my nose. You know, because that's where it obviously is. It's nasopharyngeal, the nasal passage. But obviously they can't hit us with radiotherapy too hard around there, because I would have lost my sight. So they had to tone it down for that part till they come sort of to a certain level below my eyes, where they knew I would be a bit safer, and then hit it really hard from there, sort of down over, and it even comes sort of down to like my shoulder level, because you've obviously got your lymph nodes in your neck coming down this part of your neck and what have you, that they wanted to make sure they hit them so that it wouldn't think, because your lymph nodes, it can end up passing them, and literally you've got lymph nodes all over your body, and if it can get into the lymph nodes and thingy, then it can actually be passed on to other places. So that's why this area can still be sort of swollen, and it'll be swollen for a while. I mean, I honestly don't even know whether at any point it'll go away completely, or whether I'm going to be stuck. I hope I'm not stuck like this. I hope I'm not stuck with this chubby ass look. hopefully they'll be able to disguise it a bit more. I've just got to pray to God I'm not left with this chubby ass look, because I don't like it at all. Yeah, and it will sort of knock things and make things look a bit daft when I do go back to the gym and start getting in shape, which I think it's about 5 weeks from now, I should be able to start going back to the gym. That's what I'm looking towards. And that, because then my stomach, where I had the tube taken out, the peg taken out, should hopefully be healed enough for us to go back to the gym and at least start doing something and start working out a little bit and start the process of trying to get over the chronic fatigue, because that's the one thing that is sort of bringing us down. Is every time I try and do anything for any length of time, then later on that day or the next day I end up just absolutely wrecked. You know, I've been busy this weekend. Had to go and get my passport sorted out, which this is the first passport I've ever had in my life, so I ended up having to go for one of them stupid bloody interviews. I mean, it was crazy, some of the stupid questions I was getting asked and that to basically get me bloody passport. You know, it was just stupid, but that's the shit you gotta go through. So I was out through in Durham all day, and obviously I wasn't going to waste the day by just going there, doing that and coming home. I decided that my wife was doing the same thing. She was getting her first passport too, so she was getting through an interview, and we decided, right, we're going for a meal and then we'll have a walk around by the riverside and through the town and everything. There's like market stalls on the side as well, so we went and had a walk around them and had a really good day. And then the Sunday we went down to Newcastle Quayside, because obviously again that market stalls on and everything, and decided to go up into town itself and have a walk around town, so she could get a few bits and pieces. And now this is the Monday after that weekend, and I'm knackered. I'm completely and utterly wrecked. It's done us in.
Bad Wolf. The Big Bad Wolf.